people, it's the Vibe Queen, and yes, you're welcome to another fantastic episode of the Entertainment Recap Show. Now, if you're new on the show, what we do on the show is I bring to you a recap of everything happening around the entertainment space, especially the Afrobeat space. Now guys, let's get into it. Last week, this week, there's been a lot of drama, and including the sad part where Mohbad died. Anyway, before we go into that, I'll start with this first gist. Now, sometime last week, people have been accusing Tems of probably getting pregnant. And the funny thing is, some people have been pointing fingers to even T.I. And I've been wondering, how do people come about things like this? Anyway, recently, Tems now has your time. Like, after paying tribute to the late Mohbad, she also said something, she tweeted something, and she said, "You people, una know well." Like, that tweet was really funny, and some people did not understand what that response was for. But anyway, guys, I'm going to tell you what that tweet was for. The tweet is for all of you that have been accusing Tems of getting pregnant or suspecting Tems, saying that she's probably pregnant and hiding it. Why would you even want to hide pregnancy? Anyway, she has come after you guys though, and she has said, "You people, when I don't know what thing they do now, because she's not even pregnant." That's what I think it is, and that's what people have been saying. Now, if you know Tems well, you know that she's a very private person, and she hardly responds to things like this. But I'm sure that the noise of this rumor has had Tems in her feelings, and she just had to come out to speak out. Anyway, guys, another gist today is on our own activist, Falz. Now, when you talk about Afrobeat artists or even entertainers that are always smart and on the field when it comes to being activists, then of course you know that Falz the bad guy is one person that is always out there fighting for people. Now guys, recently we saw a video of Falz making a recording of somewhere on the island, and that place was flooded, and he actually had to call out the government, especially the governor of Lagos State, saying that imagine, how come we have a governor, we have leaders, and see the road. Now, if you also remember, Basketmouth also posted something about how bad the road is, and the government are not doing anything. Now, I'm still talking about Falz. Now guys, let's talk about Mohbad. Now, recently, one of the finest artists in the Afrobeat space, Mohbad, just lost his life, and people have been seeking justice. Now, this is one guy that you want to say defines shining both while alive and while in death. Now, Mohbad is dead truly, but he's been celebrated all over the world. This is one of the rare artists who died and had like they had celebrations from people from different parts of the world. We've had people run candlelight sessions, in Lagos, in Abuja, in Delta, even out of Nigeria, USA, UK, Canada. Canada was led by his best friend, Bella Shmurda. Now, according to Bella Shmurda, recently, after people have been saying Bella should even show his face, has he been okay? And remember that recently, Bella went on a live session while the Lagos candlelight procession was on, and he was trying to connect with somebody that was live. But after a while, he was struggling, saying that, he doesn't want to accept any random person on his live session. And later on, he left the live session because he didn't see anybody that he knew that was at the live session. Now, recently, Bella was in the news again because he showed his face. And this was because he decided to lead like a live procession of his late friend Mohbad's, candlelight procession in Canada. And he actually stated that he just left Nigeria for Canada, and 3 days later he heard that his friend was dead. Now, he even said that his mother warned him that stay low, do not even come to Nigeria at the moment, and that's because of how critical this case is. Now guys, there's a lot happening, and I had a thought process, like I had to think about everything that has been happening, and I just divided people's reaction to Mohbad's death into two different categories. First, we have cloud chasers. Now, secondly, we have genuine, concerned citizens who are genuinely mourning Mohbad. Now, talking about clouds, there's this activist who is popularly known as Adetong, and people have termed the drama ongoing on social media as a movie, Ghost and the Tout. Now, if you remember Ghost and the Tout, this is a popular movie that was produced by Tony Abraham. And you remember that in that movie, we had, a ghost that was pursuing like a tout and speaking to the tout, and every time that the ghost was talking to the tout, people were wondering what is happening here. Now people have likened this movie to the situation ongoing. Now we do not know the true fact, but claims according to Adetonwu is that Mohbad, who is of blessed memory, has been appearing to her and he has been crying, following her about, and he has been giving her instructions. Now a video which actually led to people saying a lot of stuff and some people calling it clout has surfaced online, where it felt like she was actually conversing with Mohbad and she was saying, Mohbad,
I will keep updating people on the next move. And whatever it is, again, I will come live, and I expect all of you to come live with your faith. And let's pray for this boy to have a resting place. This boy says he wants to rest. He fought a lot of battles. He ran to people who he thought could save him, but none of those people could save him. None of those people could save him. And that is why he feels, or he knows that the only thing that can give him rest of mind is for him to rest in peace. This boy says he wants to rest in peace. He lived a life of pain. He died in pain, and he doesn't want to continue roaming around. Ọlọ́run kú sájò bí efini. Ọlọ́run ò rí bí sùn. Òun lọ fìrí lọ́tùn fìrí lọ́sì. Ọlọ́run sáré lọ bá gbogbo èèyàn. He said he's running helter skelter to people that he knows that can help him. He said he's talking to a lot of...
That's for you that do not understand Yoruba. She was actually saying that she has heard Mohbad. She was actually having a conversation with Mohbad's spirit, according to her. And people are wondering, like, why will Mohbad not appear to maybe, his best friend, Bella? I know that one time Bella said something about the fact that Mohbad has been appearing to him in his dream. But according to Adetonwu, she said he's been appearing to her physically. And she was even having like conversations and crying and saying, you know what, Mohbad's spirit has asked her to go and tell his mom to surround herself with some widows, and he's definitely trying to pass across a message. Now guys, what do you make of this? Do you think that this is genuine? Some people have also come out to say, you know what, when you're spiritually strong, dead people can appear to you. I've been having sleepless nights. I've been dreaming, having a lot of, horrific dreams. But speaking to the dead, that's not one thing I want to go through, and that's not one thing I really want to believe. But any which way, everything that people are clamoring on is that justice must be served. Now, still talking about Mohbad, Falz the Bad Guy tweeted something on his Instagram story sometime last week. Now, there is this popular senator, Senator Elisha Abbo. Now, this name might ring a bell because he actually went viral one time because he was seen, not even molesting. He was actually beating up a lady in a supermarket. And people actually called him out then, saying that as a senator, how are you going to be beating up a lady and you are a senator? And recently, Senator Elisha Abbo was actually at late Mohbad's house to, commiserate with his family. And guess what, guys? Falz actually tweeted saying, see a woman beater. See somebody that is also somebody that, bullies people or bullied a lady, and it went viral. Also saying that he's going to seek justice against bullies. That how is it even happening in this country? That this country is just a joke. Anyway, guys, we just hope that, well, if he's sincere about getting justice, then he should actually get justice, because that is what people are seeking. Now, another person that has also been at the forefront is Kafilat Ogbara. Now, this person actually took the issue of Mohbad to the House of Assembly. She said while Mohbad was alive, he was a huge supporter of her. And now that, she has political power, she's definitely going to go through all the necessary measures and do her best to see that the culprits who were involved in Mohbad's death are brought to book. Now, guys, Nigerians also seem to be very impatient because people have been clamoring for the culprits to be brought on stage. Now, one of the people that have been on the lips of many is Sam Larry. Remember that after the death of Mohbad, Sam Larry actually deactivated his account. Maybe due to the fear of Naira Marley's followers reducing drastically, or whatever the case may be, because people were reporting the account. But guess what? Recently, Sam Larry actually reactivated his account, and people are saying, wait, is it because this thing is calming down? And so many people have come out to say that it's not like we are calming down. The police officers have asked that we give them 2 weeks for investigation and for autopsy result to come out. That's why we're not saying anything. And in between these, like I said, they are cloud chasers and they are genuine people. Now, on one of the popular podcasts, held by Nedu and some other people, there was also an ongoing conversation where Seun Kuti said it is actually proper for a father to rush in to bury his son, because I mean that who wants to be seeing his son in the mortuary for 2 days? But people have actually been attacking this statement that for someone like Mohbad, you don't even have to go to the morgue to see him, but he should not have been buried hastily. Now, another thing that is being said that caught my attention is a statement by Nedu. Now, Nedu said something about the fact that he is one of those people who did not rush to his page to post. And the reason is because while Mohbad was alive, he never posted him. He never had a personal relationship with him. So it would look somehow for him to just rush and post him. That even though he felt the pain, he only felt that, let me just share it on the story. And he actually called out some people, saying some people are just trying to awaken their dead career. Some people are just trying to chase clout. Because if you did not know this person, why are you then all of a sudden crying and making noise? And I read some comments, which I also support. I didn't know him personally, so to post him personally on my page, I just did something on my show and shared it and even locked the comments because I didn't want pity, because I was genuinely feeling bad. But I also didn't want to let it out on social media because personally, I never celebrated him. I never posted him while he was, I was not even following him while he was alive. But come to think about it, sometimes it's not even about clout. Let's look at it from this angle. Some people didn't even know Mohbad. Some people didn't even know that he was the one that sang the song. But hearing and seeing videos of him being bullied is actually sympathetic. And people have sympathy. One thing about Nigerians is they are very sympathetic. So we could also say that people who never even knew him, saw the videos of him being bullied, listened to the lyrics of his songs, and came to understand that this guy actually went through a lot. And that's why they're clamoring for change. Now, there's also this very popular person, very dark guy, and he's been going about saying, part of the investigation should include them conducting a DNA on Mohbad's son. And this has actually sparked different reactions from different people. While some people feel that let's leave emotion apart, let's look at this thing realistically. If we're saying everybody is a suspect, then the wife too, we need to actually, conduct a DNA, because there was a voice note that leaked where he was accusing his wife of wanting to kill him. And some people have also said that this might have been a normal fight between lovers. But what do you guys think? Anyway, amidst this whole drama, the hospital, after almost 2 weeks plus, now released a statement. Now, before I go to the statement, you must remember that recently, somebody dropped a voice note stating that he actually took a picture with Mohbad while he was rushed into the hospital. And now the hospital has released a statement, and this is coming after the nurse that injected Mohbad was declared a non-professional by the Association of Medical Practitioners. Now, the hospital has dropped a note saying that Mohbad was brought in dead. And people are wondering, somebody said, I took picture with Mohbad. You are saying he was brought in dead. And the only thing that so many people have been saying now is, what can actually vindicate you guys is, should be a proper medical institution, especially situated on the island, should actually have a CCTV. So people have been calling that, this hospital release CCTV footages. Anyway, guys, in all of this drama, it seems that this matter is not going to die down anytime soon. And I totally understand. I just hope that Mohbad really gets justice. For those of you that are using his name to chase clout, and those of you that are genuinely concerned, my prayer is that he gets justice. And just like Nedu said, there are so many Mohbads in the society today in terms of talented upcoming artists. We can actually retrace our steps rather than also trying to beat ourselves up for not running to the rescue of Mohbad. Let's look at the upcoming artists around us. Let's support them. Let's not wait till they are dead before we announce saying, and he was talented, or start putting their songs, making it top the charts and all. Anyway, guys, rest in peace, Mohbad. Now, before I forget, somebody was also slammed. Tunde Bakare, a pastor. He actually also talked about Mohbad, and he said something about the fact that Mohbad probably got repercussions of his activities while alive. According to him, he said that Mohbad while alive was associating himself with some evil people. That what did he expect? And this actually also received slamming from people, saying that statement is quite insensitive. That yes, it might have been a part of an association which is, involved in evil, but he retraced the step and he was actually trying to get a better life. And if you listen to his songs, I think I support this too. So rather than just, let's just make this boy rest in perfect peace. Anyway, guys, away from Mohbad, let's actually talk about Davido. You see, guys, I purposely brought this gist to the last gist on this show. Now, and I do not in any way blame Davido. Davido has been extra careful these days, ever since the death of Mohbad. And I feel like Mohbad's situation was just a capping to what, the measures that Davido is taking. Davido has lost a lot of dear people, including his son. And then Mohbad's situation came up, especially with the accusations from people saying that the people around Mohbad were definitely frenemies. Now, the first video that surfaced online that made people really laugh and, wonder why Davido is taking extra precautionary measures was at the candle night procession of Mohbad. Now, somebody from behind, which is actually Lati, his guy, was trying to put a cap on Davido's head, but because he could not see behind, the way Davido just quickly just blew off that guy's hand, like it was just too quick. Now, also during the candlelight procession, while he was on stage, somebody was trying to give him water. Davido quickly just rejected it because this life, you have to be extra careful. Now, I stumbled on another video again, and this one made me laugh and just say, Obio, please keep it up. Now, recently, Obio was seen dining with a few other notable people. People like Promise, the singer from Ghana, and Kid Wire, and a host of amazing celebrities. And when he got on the seat, they had already served his food. But guess what? Davido actually pushed that food aside and he actually dished his own food himself. And people were like, Davido, the way Davido is taking, he's taking precautionary measures these days. Before unko, if now you unko, even we that we are nobody gone, we are taking precautionary measures because this life is wicked. Please, you people should leave our Davido alone, Obio for a reason. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this particular episode of the Entertainment Recap Show with the Vibe Queen. I hope you enjoyed yourself. And yes, if I missed out any gist, please drop in the comment section. You know what to do, guys. Like, share with your friends. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Afrobeatsglobal and follow us across our social media platforms at Afrobeatsglobal. And yes, you can follow me on Instagram at omobolanle_adigun_ and on other platforms it's omobola_val. Guys, stay safe. You know what I always say. I love you. Stay safe. Be good. Goodbye.